sound. Transition over to this screen. Audio's fine. Alright, hello everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you tonight?
Doing alright. Haven't done too much exciting since yesterday.
Yep.
Playing some more in Baldur's Gate 3. But aside from that, not too much. I guess I'm taking a intro to Java class this week, which has been a class that I already know. So I was trying to use it as a networking opportunity, but it's a virtual class, so that didn't work out the way I hoped it would. But I guess I need to message my classmates more. But yeah. Other than that, yeah, I can't think of anything. Can you?
No.
Alright, that means Sudoku time. Sudoku puzzle? Well, that was the one button. Okay. It's the browser that needs to be swapped to a puzzle. There we go. Now we can transition over. Alright, first puzzle for today is 1P Two Perspectives by Samu Piana. Something like that. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Duality. The line functions as both a split P line and a full split P line.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Split P lines. Digits on the line strictly between the two circles sum to a 2-digit number, where the tens digit is in one circle and the ones digit is in the other. Okay? Split P lines full. Digits on the line, including the circles, sum to a 2-digit number, where the tens digit is in one circle and the ones digit is in the other. Brute forcing the numbers in the circles is highly discouraged.
Well, okay.
So, essentially, what they're saying is that the difference between the line with the circles and without the circles is going to be the ones digit and the tens digit. So essentially, you've got the line, which is equal to x, and x plus a plus b is equal to a times 10 plus b, and then x is equal to, I'm assuming, b times 10 plus a. Where a and b are just simply these two digits. And obviously, it cannot be the situation where well, I mean, I guess mathematics, I can just subtract b from both sides. And then if I subtract a, that becomes a times 9. And suddenly, a times 9 is equal to b times 10 plus a. And if I subtract a from both sides, divide by 2, a times 4 is equal to b times 5. If I divide by 5, A, or rather B, is 4/5 of A. So that means that A is 5 and B is 4. The only way that's going to work with.
Yeah, I was going to say the minimum of that line is 45. Because box 1, there's 5, which is a minimum 15. Box 2, there's 4, minimum 10. There's 25. Box 5 is minimum 10. 15, 25, 35. Yeah, 45 is the minimum. Yeah, and 45 and 9 is 54, so.
Five, 4, 4, 34 and 6, 5 and 6, 3, okay. I mean, I'm trying to think, because, I mean, it wasn't too difficult for you to calculate that it was 45 minimum on the line, which
Right.
results in, well, I guess it's not 4, 5, 6 necessarily, because it could end up being 51. But
Yeah, but
then,
then 51 plus 7.
yeah, but you couldn't flip 51 around to get 15. The difference is too big.
Right.
I don't know. It was better to do the math on this one anyway. All right. Is this one on Masters German? There we go. Very nice. I guess I'm gonna have to go with regular easy. I feel like the mathematics are straightforward enough. Although math isn't necessarily easy, but if you're doing Sudoku puzzles, I think you kind of have to be at least aware of algebra. And how to do these minimum lines. But if it weren't for that, I would call this easy. That is very easy puzzle. If there was some other way of getting. Anywho, that is my perspective on that. Next puzzle is going to be Foggy Killer Nights by Megan033. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Digits in a cage do not repeat, and sum to the clue in the top left. The grid is partially covered with fog. Correctly placing digits will clear the fog around that cell. The grid is partially covered with fog. Correctly placed digits will clear the fog around that cell. No guessing is required. Well,
4, that's going to have to be 1, yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5. And anti-knight.
Well, and when 6 and 5 are in the same box, you cannot use 2, 4 for the 6 because it will break the 5. So
this can still have a 1 in it.
well, yeah. Well, you can't use 5 because that would be 1, 2, 5.
Yeah. And so
2 is not in it.
Yeah.
That 10 cage, the right hand side is the high digit because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you see that by knight's move?
Right. Oh yeah, forgot knight's move. So.
And the 1, 4, whichever 4 this is, both see that. This one by Sudoku, that one by anti-knight. So that's 3 and 7. And if you don't have 3, you cannot use 4 or 5. One and 9, 3, 7. And this takes out both 2, 8, and 6, 4. That's a 1, 9. 1, 4, 7, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. These two are almost 6. 6 and 7 for now. Now this is suddenly 4.
And those two sum to 6.
Six is 8. 6 there, we see both. Five, 6, 9 has to be only 2. 2, 6, this. 2, 5, 6, see that. That's these 3 and 4, so that's a 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, in row 9, the 5 is there in box 9.
6.
So that's
Those. 13 means these two sum to 9.
the 2, 5 pair in the row 9. Sees that, yeah.
7, 5. 5 4s. 6, 7. 9, 5, 2, 4, 8, 9. Ones out of everything. 2 and 9 is 11, so I can't have it. 9. 4, 2, 7, 8, and 5. So that by next move, so that's a 6. Makes these two sum to 5. 2 and 4 make that a 3. 2. 3 then.
Column 4 needs a 3 and a 9, and they're resolvable.
8 and 6. 12. 6 is going to go 4, 8, 5, 7. 6, 6.
Column 2's an 8. 7 and 8.
8, 7, 1,
5 and 8. 2 and 4.
these days. This is one of my fog and nights puzzles about previous ones. I guess I kind of have to say very easy. The trickiest part was, I guess, the start.
Well, and even that wasn't that difficult.
Yeah. go. Next puzzle is Playful Fog by Whitman. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Fog appears in the grid, placing correct digits, clears fog from surrounding cells. Digits on an arrow sum to the number in the attached circle. On a red line, each set of digits includes one low, one middle, and one high. The entropic lines move horizontally and vertically and do not overlap with each other. They do overlap with arrows. Now, minimum 2, 3 means this is minimum 5. It goes all the way up to 6. Excuse me. Okay. This is red. This one's yellow. This one's blue. Means this is red. This is yellow again. These are the same type.
Well, that means they have to be from 1, 2, and 3. Because 4 and 5 would be the minimum for anything else.
Right.
Which makes that circle 5.
Makes all the circles 5.
Yep. And 2 3s for all those arrows.
This 5 is yellow. These are going to be 79 red. And whatever arrow this is on, this cannot be, it has to be a 7, a 2, 9.
Right, and the entropic lines can be sorted out around those 5s. A circle is red above the 5 on column 1.
Yes. 3,
Row
4,
1.
5. Row 1.
The 4 is going to have, that's column.
Oh, excuse me.
It's 4, 6, and 8 left. 6 can't, yeah.
4, 4, 6. Must be 8. 4 comes off. And 6
4 and
and
6.
7, 8. 1, 2, 7, and 9. And those are 5. These two aren't 3 because of the 2, 3 here. And the 2, 3 here takes 3 out of here as well. So 4, 6, 8. The 3, 5 pair. 4, 6 pair places 8. Makes this 79. These have to be 4, 6 pair because all this up row.
In row 2, the third red is not in box 1 because it already has 3. And it's not in box 2, therefore the last one there is.
You mean not in box 3?
Yeah. Well, I think I was starting to say, and in box 3, it can't be either of those because they're all not red.
Well, red can't be either of these two, so this one is a 7 or 8. Two is placeable in here, because it can't be either of these because of this 2 and that 2.
Right.
Since it being a 2. So 1 can't be either of these 2, and it's a being here, which places our 1 here. So you 3 or 5. This actually has to be a 5 or a 6. Which means this cannot be 5, 6. So it must be 3 and 4, 6, 5, 7, 8. One and 4, 6. 4, 3 or 5. This has to be a 1 because it sees 2, 3, 4. This can't be a 4, so this is a 2. A 3.
And that the 2 in row 6 resolves the 2, 3 in box 4.
I know this one is 6 because this one can't be. One of those has to be yellow.
In row 3, since box 2 is oh, never mind. I was thinking nonsense, so
The minimum over here is 1 and 6. So, and this would be minimum 4 if it was also on the arrow, which is 11. So this must be our 7, 8, 9. We're going to have a 1 on here, because if we didn't, it would be 6 and 7, which is clearly not allowed. So 6, 7, 8. Neither one's a 7, so this can't get the 8. 6 is a That's a 7 or that one's a 7 or a 9. Where can 8 go in the rest of the box? there. I guess I meant column. This 2 is there. Two, three, four, five, 1. That's not 9 or 7. This isn't 6 or 8. This is 1, 6, 8. Those are 7, 9. What's left over in this column? 3, 5. This 2 is can't be a 3 to get to 8. One left over in the box.
Row 9 is resolvable.
Another 7, 9 to finish off the row. 8, 4, 6, and 1.
The arrow that goes from box 5 up, the circle cannot be high because there's 3 high in the row.
So it's maximum 6. So 7, 8, 9 goes off. That ends at 8, 1.
And the 4 and the 6 or the 6 comes out. So that's
5. This is only 1 in a row. But 4 and 7. Three looks like. Maybe a 6, 4, 8. So this red is yellow. This is yellow. This is over here. A red 8, and it's apparently a puzzle. There we go. Finish the color. Nice. Let's go. Gosh, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not even that tired.
an overabundance of carbon dioxide.
It's possible.
No, that's what causes it.
Not on. Turning that there. Next puzzle is going to be Squiggle by Florian Workman. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Box borders divide each blue line into segments with the same sum. Well, you have to be able to make this version in three different segments. So it obviously isn't
Which is
4.
minimum 21.
Right. So that's a 6, 7, 8.
Well, you've got that red in box 4. Should be in box 7. Oh, no, it's
Well,
not.
yeah.
Never
'Cause
mind.
this one's on 2. It's just the one in box 4. I know I can't place red on its own line because it would have to add with
Right,
something
right.
else
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
make it too much. So that eliminates all of those. And then this one sees those two. Gives us the corner. I should have explained that when I placed it. How about this one? Combine that one. It's also in 3 segments, or 3 pairs. So 6 and 8, 9.
It can't be 6. Oh, yeah. No, it can't be 6 because
Oh, right.
you're going to have 3 ways of making it.
Yeah. 21. I was like, oh, yeah. 6 digits is 21. So that's minimum 6. No, that's not how that works. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So that's where I should have gone. But the brain didn't do that for some reason. Yellow. And so in here, places yellow there. So that's 7. So on its own. There's 2 ways of making that one. This one can go all the way down to 5. That is going to end up down here. So that's 2, that's 2, that's 2. So 7, 8, 9 makes yellow, not 7, 8, 9. Already got a triple. Well, this pair will be the same as that, because whatever this is cannot be that pair.
And green in column 4.
Yep, green must be there. One,
Well,
2, 3, 4, 5.
in column 4, the blue version of 7, 8, 9. So blue cannot be 9. And green cannot be 7. And so yellow can be placed in column 4. Oh, no, because it could be 5 up there in box. Oh, no, it can't be in box 2. Okay, yeah. It can be placed because it's 5 or 6.
3, 4, 5. No, this can't do 5 and 6.
2 and 6.
Right.
Would be 8.
I knew I was missing something. Didn't feel right. Just
Yeah,
2, 3.
all right.
Or excuse me, 3, 4.
All right, so red.
So here.
Yeah. Well, we know red and blue. Well, yeah, red and blue are 2 of those in box 2.
Yeah.
But
whoever ends up being 7 is going to force 7, 8, 9 beyond the remainder. 8 is going to be 4, 8, and 9 in the remainder. And 9, the remaining, is obviously a 9 off of the arrow or line, and the remaining pair of some.
All right, in box 6, blue is one of those two. So blue has to be on
The red line.
the red line. So red cannot be 7.
So blue must be. Because it cannot be 8, because it
Right.
would make both of those 9.
So they're in box 6. It's 7, 8, 9 in the. And that's a 7, 8, 9 triple in row 5.
So if this was 8, I'd have
So
to put
9
9
has
in here.
to be red.
That would work.
Yeah.
Any coloring anymore?
Okay, in row 7, the blue line. Can't have a 4 on it. 2, 6,
That's
or
4.
3, 5.
This has 5 or 6. That's 5 or 6. So this can be a 5. This is 2, which means it's either 3 or 4. No, these are the same.
Right.
Which means this is 1 with either 4 or 5. 4, 9 makes 4.
In box 6, can you give the 7s colors? The pairs? Okay, that one can be neither red nor blue, so yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's helpful, actually.
leave it that way anyway for the moment.
Okay, if yellow is from
Oh, 5 has to be one of these. And if 5 is either yellow or blue, and any of these were 5, they'd all be 5, and they'd see yellow or blue. We can't put 2 5 down here. So if this was a 5, I wouldn't be able to use 2 5, which I must be able to.
right.
So this is 6, 1, 5. Don't get 3, so there's 4, 6, 2, 6. So now none of this can have 6 on it. This has to be our 6. These two can be 9. Then that one's. Or I guess there's there.
In
7.
in row 4, the blue line there in box, the horizontal in box, yeah. It can't be from it can't be 2 7 or 3 6, and it can't be 4 5 because the blue contains either 4 or 5. So that has to be 1 8. So now that's 2 3 4 5 in the last what's left, and it can't be 2 or 4 in the
This can't be 2, 7, 4, 5, 6.
So the 2 has to be in blue.
Right. So that's that.
And the 2
4,
5 there
3.
in row 4 resolves the 3 in the.
Two 6s means that's a 6. Has to be 4, 5.
Row 1 is left with 5 and 7. And then box 3 is left with 6 and 8. No, sorry. 2 and 8. I don't know why I said 6. Two, 7, 9.
Right? Difficulty. I mean, I don't know. I'm dating this.
I don't think it was really all that hard.
Yeah. Easy? Or very easy.
I don't think I'd go with very easy.
Yeah, I feel like the hardest part was this part here to rule out the 5s from these. And then ruling that this had to be 7 because it had to be on both here and here. And the fact that this was 8, then you'd have to put 9 in here, which would already contradict the high digits. So the fact that that had to be 7.
Wow, we've already done 3. That's not quite 9. Got some quickies tonight.
Yeah, we've done 4.
4.
But yeah, these are
The quickie ones.
yeah, from Cracking the Cryptic, they're the videos that are less than 30
Yeah.
I don't have water. You go grab water. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I didn't mean to hit OK. Alright. Game, I don't know why I'm saying game paused. Next puzzle. Identical sum, killer cages. Oh, are you ready, Mama?
Uh-huh.
Alright, next puzzle. Identical sum, killer cages by Just a Little Guy. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits sum to the same number in all killer cages with dotted lines. Digits sum to the same number in all killer cages with solid gray lines. Digits in a killer cage do not repeat. Okay, so we've got two different versions of our killer cages. And if this is 8, then we're operating in the range and with these being 6, I'm missing at a minimum of 6. But a maximum of 9. And then obviously red ends up being a single digit, which has to be 6, 7, 8, 9.
It cannot be 6 because a red can't be 6 because in box 7 there are
Oh, the 3
3
ways.
separate ways of.
Now, for blue, in both boxes 1 and 9, whatever's left out is immediately placed into the blue here. And so these 4 well, if you double this, you'll get to 45 from these with these 4 and twice this. So if this was 6, because we left out 1, 2, and 3, then you double the 6, that gives you 12. 45 minus 12 is 33? Is that right?
Yeah.
Then we'd have 33 left in these 4, which is impossible because 6, 7, 8, and 9 is 30. Means the minimum that these are is 15 after being doubled, which means I have to leave out either 8 or 9 because I have to get above 15 after doubling. Excuse me. So whatever's left out of this is either the 8 or the 9. Well, no, that is true. But these have to be from 1 through 6. So we have all of 7, 8, and 9 in this one. I guess that's also true in this one. It's by default.
All right. In box 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it would be row 2, columns 4 and 5. Those two have to be in the bottom of box 1.
Yeah.
So both of those have to be in red. So neither of those can be 9.
Okay.
Um, I know that wasn't actually helpful, but
Yeah. Not yet. It's There's a similar thing going on with these two having to be down there, and then they have to be that group.
Right.
I don't know what that means quite yet. I feel like there's got to be some sort of set theory thing. I can't quite put my finger on it. So these groups have the same set, but who cares?
Right.
I mean, I could continue this in red, blue, and cut out that, and then take out that, that. Now red and blue still have the same set. Well, this one matches with that one.
Right. In boxes 1 and 3, where are not? Well, they have to be in the bottom. Yeah, there. And they can't be in the red. So 9 is across the top in box 2. It doesn't work out the same there.
Can I not have a 9 in here? I know the most I'm missing is 9, but this is missing 2 digits. So if I lost a 9, I'd also have to lose at least a 1, and now suddenly I'm missing 10. So this can't be a 9.
Okay.
Because the most I can be missing from here
is 9. Right.
This has the same sum. If I was missing the digit 9, I'd be missing 2 many.
Right.
So the same thing is true over here. I have to have a 9, and suddenly red can't have 9.
So in box 7, 8 and 9 anyway have to be on the outside.
Hmm. So it's either 789 or 489. Well, if this is 789 because of the 7, then this could be a 7. And if this is an 8, then that's 489. It would just be 49. But either way, it's not a 7. In here,
I'm going to have to include a 1 because since it's missing at least 6 because
it's missing 8 or 9 because remember the math we did it earlier?
8 or 9. Right.
Because this is minimum 30, and twice this will get us to 45. Because this is missing from here, and this is the same sum. And so if we just double this part, because this plus this is 45. So this plus itself plus this part is 45.
Right, yeah.
And so this is 30, so this must be minimum 15 after doubling. So half it must be at least 7.5, which is 8. So this includes 1 through 7. It's just either the 8 is missing or the 9 is missing.
Right.
kind of want it to be 8 is missing, and that the 8 that is missing is red, but I don't know how to prove that yet. Because if this ends up being a 7, then that 7 has to be over here. But if this is an 8, then it's either an 8 here or here. We just know that whatever digit this is, it's this quadrant, this quad. I don't even think there's a problem with these 3 being the exact same. Because they don't have to be with 8 and 9, but they can just end up being here. And because they're maximum 6, that doesn't cause problems in this grouping. Even if this ends up being there. And if this is ultimately missing 9, I can be skipping out on 8 and 1. Except if I'm missing 8, or excuse me, if I'm missing 9, then those sum to 9. If I want to miss 8 and 1 from this group, that makes this 2, 3, 4, which is perfectly fine. So I can miss out the 9 from here and the 8 from here. So yeah, that doesn't end up being a problem. Although, if we're missing regardless of how red and blue operate, or excuse me, how red operates, it's got 3 different versions. This orange. I mark this one being this one, this one, and that one.
Well, box 2 and box 8, orange purple, cannot be the same.
Yeah. Feel like not useful mark. They just don't see it. Okay. Can red be 7? Let's make this 1, 2, 4. Is there any reason why that wouldn't work? These would just simply be 1 through 6. You have 5 in that column. I mean, you just put 3, 4 over here. Just make that 1, 6. 7's big 1, 2, 4 there. So that would indicate 2 and 5. That would work just fine. Although, if these two were 7, that would be 1 through 6, that would be 1 through 6, and those three would be 7, 8, 9. Allowing for 8 means we get 7 as a possibility. No. We've got to be missing something obvious.
Yeah.
I just I can't think of what it would be, obviously. I feel like it's important that we know that these two are the single digit value, and that they're ruled out of these. So if they're in the ring, they have to be here. And if they're not in the ring, they have to be here. I mean, we know the ring cannot have
Alright.
8.
Well, the single digit red.
Yeah.
It has to be either in those 4 at the bottom, and they have to be over there in box 1 on the bottom, because 7 and 8 can't go in the top.
Yeah.
So they have to be on row 1 up there at the top.
Yeah.
Is a single digit.
Oh.
And it can't be, yeah.
Whatever digit is missing from the ring, it's either an 8 or it's a 9. So where is the missing digit in this one? Well, you can't put 8 or 9 in red. And we know the missing digit isn't here, so the missing digit is one of those two.
Right.
Call it orange. Call it yellow. We know it's going to end up in there because we know that this has 7, 8, and 9 in. Now,
Which means the yellow one is, well, but it could be 9, right?
yeah. Now, is it possible that yellow is not in these shapes? No, because if the missing digit from the ring was also not in these, which are missing 2 digits, it would be missing too much. So yellow must be in here. We know it's not in these, so yellow must be in here. And we also know that in this one, it's out of there. So yellow must be one of those. No yellow is in that. Now, wait, we know yellow is here.
Right.
So yellow cannot be red.
Right.
Oh. So that means that this
Yellow is 9.
Yeah. So these sum to 9. So 9 is one of those two. Which means that this is in the ring. It has to be one of those three.
Yeah, so in box 3 on the ring.
Yeah.
You change those to orange.
Well, I was hoping that Revelation would mean more, but I don't know what it means. I know yellow has to exist in here. And red.
But not on the bottom.
But yellow could be one of these three just fine, and you get yellow and yellow. What silly mathematical mistake am I making? I know this sums to 9. So these are 36. If this is 36 and this is 9, (36 minus 9) is 27. If I know I have a 9 in here, then the remaining 3 are 18. And a 7 would be 11, and an 8 would be 10. Okay. Well, Okay, but this one does not have red in it. So it's either missing 8 and 1 or 7 and 2. So this cannot be 1, 2, 6. I have to put a 6 over here. 7. But then that means that this has to have a 3. Now, the 6 isn't down here, but it still has to apparently have 6. According to this. 2, 3, 4, or 1, 3, 5. Has to have 6. Which is 15. And then it has to have either 7 or 8, but not both. So 4, 5, 7, 8, 6. I know
Alright.
3 is...
Column 9.
Yeah.
The blue at the bottom.
Yeah.
If those could only be from 1 through 5.
Yeah. Then
If
must be
red
the
is
3.
7,
Yeah.
that would be 1, 2, 4. What do you put in the orange in column 9? You can't do 1, 6, can't be 2, 5, you can't do 3, 4.
Wait, no. If red is 7, that does not make this 1, 2, 4. This is 9.
Oh, right, that sums to 9. Never mind. Alright. Alright, so 2, 3, 4 would be 1, 6. Yeah, I was forgetting what I was doing. It's 1, 2, 5 would be 3, 4. Okay.
So we know this is either 7 or 8.
One, 3, 5. If it's 1, 3, 5, then it would have to be red would have to be 8 and 2, 6. And it can't be 7. If it's 1, 3, 5. If it's 2, 3, 4,
You can have 1, 6 or 1, 7.
right. So those two have to either be either 1, 6, 1, 7, or
No 3.
2, 6. Because if for 9 is if it's 1, 3, 5,
Yeah.
you can't. Red has to be 8 and would have to be 2, 6.
Okay. Now, on this side,
And the bottom, the bottom digit would have to be the low digit, because 9 in 3 digits is going to take 2 from 1, 2, 3. It's either 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, or 2, 3, 4. And the other orange, 7 or 8, is going to have one low digit. So that's all 3 of the digits from 1 through 3. So the bottom is going to be 1 or 2 of the orange, and the top is going to be 6 or 7.
right, is just to repeat what you said this had to have 2 low digits.
Right,
And
because
this
it
one has
sums
to
to
have
9.
the third.
Right.
Okay.
Because 7 or 8 takes one digit from 1, 2, 3.
This could be 1, 2, 6.
Right. But it's still taking 2 digits from 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. You'd be missing 4 and 5 from here. We did 1, 2, 6. If I lost 1, 2, and 6, it's either 3, 4, or 3, 5.
Right.
If I lost 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, or 1, 7. 6. Which would make this 2 and 6 or 7.
Well,
which would make this 8, so that would be 7.
yeah, 6
that
and
would be
2 and
2
1 and
of
7.
And 1, 3, and 5 would force 2, 6 for 8.
Right.
And 1, 7. Okay. To recap, 1, 2, and 6 still allows for 7 being 3, 4, and 1, 6.
No.
3, 4, 1,
Because
6? Oh, because it's 1, 2,
1,
6.
2, 6 is blue.
And that would make that a 7.
So it
1,
cannot
2,
be 1,
6
2, 6.
automatically makes this 8. 2, 3, 4. 5 would have nothing to pair with, and we'd have 1, 6, 7, making red 8. And 1, 3, 5 just simply eliminates 7, so red is 8.
Okay, so then up there in box 2, that's a 7, 8 pair, or an 8, 9 pair, not a 7, 8.
Right.
And 4 cannot be in a doublet.
9, 4. So we don't know what's going.
Well, 1, 2, 6
Would make this a 7.
make that 7 and
3,
1.
5.
Right. And the odd one out is a 4.
Yeah.
1, 3, 5 makes that 2, 6, and 1, 7, making the odd one out a 4 again. 2, 3, 4 makes that 1, 7, 6, 2. That's either a 4 or a 5, right?
The only way this isn't a 4, because none of
As
that
if
can be
the
4, this is 4,
right,
is if this is 2, 3, 4. 2, 3,
right,
4 makes this 1, 7. And 2, 6. So yeah, this would be 4
or 5. Okay.
Oh. Um, if this is 4 or 5, then this cannot have both 4 and 5.
Oh, right.
So 4 and 4 and 5 are not allowed.
Well,
So it must be missing both 4 and 5.
right,
Because the missing pair sums to 9.
right,
So if it was not missing a 4, then it must also therefore not be missing 5, and this sees the entire box.
right. So that's 1, 2, 6.
7, 1, 2, 6, 4, 3.
And
Don't
5
think
is
I
going to
need to.
be in box. I was going to say in box 2, it's going to be on the ring. or it's going to be on the blue underneath the 4, because would have to pair with 3 in orange. So 5
Which
can't be
box?
in there.
You're okay.
Yeah, in box 2 underneath the 4, the 5 is going to have to be one of those 2 underneath the 4. And it's
Top one.
5 and 1. Yeah.
Five, 3, 7. 4, 8,
Well, that makes that an 8-9 pair in, well, 8 and 9 are resolvable there in box.
wait, no. I have to have an 8 here.
Oh, right.
This is 4 and 9. And still resolvable. Oh, this is not. No 8s. So it's 2, 7, 6. Except I already have 2. So I'm missing 5, 7, 9, 6. I should have just done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 8. Missing. 7 and 9 missing from there. 4 missing this. 5 and 6 missing.
Whatever, it's done.
Yep. I'm missing 9, 8, 5, 1, 2, 6. And neither of those are 4. So that is 7 and 9 places 3 and 7. 1 and 2 is going to make this 6 or 7. That's 7 makes that 6 and 2. 5 and 6. 1, 6, 2, 5, 3. 2 and 5. 1. And now 3, 5, 6, 7. 1 and 7 are out. 2 and 6 are out. This is a 3. That's a 5. 3 and 5 are gone. So this must be 1, 3, 4. So this is a 4, and that's a 3 pair.
The
1, 9, 6, 9.
the couplet in the middle of box 8 can't be 3, 5, or 2, 6, so it's 1, 7.
And this can't be 2, 6 or 1, 7. So it's 3, 5.
And that resolves the 3, 7 in box 2. I guess the 1, 7 resolved the 3, 7 in box 2.
Yeah. 4, 7, 9, 6, and 2. So 7s. 4, 6. Okay. One of these two is 1, 7. Then any of them could be 3, 5 or 2, 6. But these 3, 9, 4, 5, 3, 1, and 6. This one's not 7. Six. These two are 2. These two are 4, 8. 7 takes one set of rows. 1, 3 takes one there, so that places them here. And 7, 3, 4, and 8. 1, 3, 4, 2, 6, 5. Okay. Four, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Where's 8 in column 2?
Can't be in orange. That's not an 8 because that. This one removes it from there, and that removes it. That's an 8. 4, 9 pair
4-9 pair.
places 8. This is 8. 4, 9 pair takes 9 of those, places in here, places into there. 6 pair. That's a 6, that's a 2. 4, 6, 9, 4, 6, 2. Uh-oh,
What?
that's 9. But these are still not 6. 3 and 5 come out. I somehow flipped this 9 over.
Oh.
Um, seven, this is that.
1, 2 in row 9.
This is 3. And that. Oh, threes. Threes out there.
The 5 X-Wing for boxes 1 and 7.
6, 5. 1, 2. This puzzle got really finicky.
Alright, column 1. If it's 1 and 7 at the bottom, then that becomes going up an 8, a 2, a 6. If it's 6, 2, that's 1 and that's a 7, 8 pair. That doesn't help.
This was 2, 6, and 1. You have 3 and 5 and 7.
No.
That's not fine. This was 2, 6, 3, 5, 7, 3.
Okay, yeah, I didn't follow that through right. Okay.
Is that 6, 7, 1, 7? Appears to work.
Yeah, well.
Apparently this is a 2 in either case. This was a 7 in either case. 5 in either case. 7 in either case. 8 in either case. 2 in either case. 8, 8, 7. 3 in either case, 1 in either case, 3 in either case, 5 in either case. This being a 7 means this must be 6 and 2. 7, 6. First try. Alright.
It felt a lot harder than it should have been. Although we did stare at it for a long time without getting anywhere.
Yeah. It took us a long time to figure out that the missing digit from the ring could not be the same as the sum for orange, because it would have to end up in this shape.
Right.
And because of that, and it also took us a while to figure out that we had to have a 9 in here, which made this smaller. And just working through the options up here, that it couldn't be a 7, no matter what option these 3 were. It just took us a long time to look at that. But once we did, it worked out. And then it was a little finicky at the end. It just took us a long time to look up here. The logic itself wasn't, like, awful. I would call this, like, an average puzzle, maybe? Which seems to be, like, what other people are saying. It just took us a long time to figure it out. Maybe on the harder side of average, a little bit, because of the finickiness.
Yeah.
And having to do the, if this is this way, then what are the results? Versus it being the other way. Although, I guess one thing we could have noticed is that one of these two had to be 2-6, which would place one in one of these two, removing one as a possibility in the other.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Because this ended up being a 2 in either case from these. Because if this was 2-6, then that's a 1. But if this was 2-6, then that was a 1. So 1 had to be one of those two. So this was either 2 or 6. 1-7 here led to a 2, which made that a 6. And 1-7 here I guess made this a 6 because this was the 1. And it was, I don't remember.
I don't know. I just know that my brain's going.
Yep. Yeah. I rated puzzle. Alright. Then that is going to be it for today. I know I was fading a little bit a while ago. Yeah. All right. With that, I will remind people to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Share the videos. Have a wonderful day and get good sleep. All right.
Yes.
That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.